Ripple has won a key victory over the SEC. XRP to $99,000. Ripple and two of its executives, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, defendants in a lawsuit against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, filed a letter objecting to the amendments proposed by the Commission. Welcome to the Rich Club channel. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Do you think the analysts are right about XRP? Write the answers in the comments. Giving away 500 XRP at the end of the week. One random subscriber will receive XRP coins. Take a look at the instructions in the comments section. All you need to do is write the word XRP, watch the video to the end, to like and subscribe. In the letter, the defendants mentioned that it was impossible to satisfy the SEC's request for editing without prejudice to the open judicial system. They noticed that, even to classify documents for security reasons, the court allows only such details as the names and whereabouts of witnesses. The defendants argued that the alleged redactions had nothing to do with the alleged security threats. The preliminary letter does not even mention the name of the expert. Thus, it does not pose any danger. The SEC asked to seal 3 positions from Ripple's response. The authority appealed: 1. The description of a flaw in the expert's methodology. 2. An argument that mentions the inconsistency of the SEC's position regarding its request for secrecy. 3. 2 other arguments emphasize the position of the authorities. The letter adds that none of the proposed revisions disclose any important facts related to the expert. On the surface, they protect the SEC from public criticism. The SEC is trying to delay the outcome of a crucial lawsuit. She makes every effort to protect some of the most important documents, such as Hinman's speech and related emails. Meanwhile, the defendants claim that the authorities insist that the publication of the submitted petition should not be allowed, because it stirs up discussion. This argument is the opposite. This does not correspond to the public's right to access the details of the case. The court should reject the Commission's complaint, since it did not provide the proper grounds necessary for sealing, the defendant concludes. The Securities and Exchange Commission has classified the proposed amendments to Ripple's response to their objection to Amici's participation in the upcoming expert dispute. Explaining in the letter why it is necessary to edit some parts of Ripple's response, the Securities and Exchange Commission noted that the lack of editing of these parts will further endanger expert Albert Metz. In short, the proposed amendments to the response are narrowly adapted to ensure higher witness safety, since it is very likely that harassment and threats will continue in the absence of such actions, the excerpts from the report say. The SEC specifically edited footnote 1 in Ripple's response, which allegedly contains excerpts from an expert report. The Securities and Exchange Commission noted that the remaining proposed amendments correspond to the information about threats and harassment set out in the opposition's note. These corrections are appropriate because, as explained in more detail in the statement, information and arguments about harassment and the consequences of such harassment may fuel future possible threats and harassment of an expert, the SEC said. It is noteworthy that the amendments proposed by the SEC appeared a few weeks after Ripple demanded that the court publish its response to the Securities and Exchange Commission's objection to Amici's petition to participate in an expert challenge. After the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission sent its objections to Amici's participation under seal to protect the expert from threats and harassment, Ripple followed a similar approach by also sealing its response. Due to recent events, Judge Annalisa Torres will now have to decide which part of Ripple's response to the SEC's objection to Amici's request to participate in the expert test will be put on public display. Meanwhile, the SEC's proposed amendments to Ripple's response were published by attorney James K. Fillon, who shared a copy of the agency's letter signed. The SEC has filed under seal its proposed revisions to the Ripple defendants' response to the SEC's objection to Amici's motion to participate in the expert challenge. The SEC has also publicly filed a letter explaining the proposed revisions. Speaking at the Collision Conference in Toronto yesterday, Brad Garlinghouse once again mentioned the current lawsuit and said that the SEC inconsistently introduces rules regarding U.S. crypto companies. The SEC took the position when they sued us that XRP is a security and always has been, but they approved Coinbase's entry into the exchange, even though Coinbase is not a registered broker-dealer, Garlinghouse said. He also added, "The Commission does not want to do the routine work of defining a new set of clear rules and regulations. Instead, they decided that they would regulate through enforcement, which is quite inefficient, and most likely will lead to the decline of innovation in the United States. I don't consider cryptocurrency a kind of Wild West," Garlinghouse said, most likely alluding to Gary Gensler's statements about the crypto industry. But at the same time, he agreed that cryptocurrency is a class of volatile assets, but the task of regulators is not to determine how this volatility should be available to consumers and companies. I don't think it's the Wild West at all. Ripple CEO at Garlinghouse believes that the SEC does not present the cryptocurrency in the right light. The lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC continues and many are waiting for its results, which will create a precedent for regulating cryptocurrencies in the United States. According to the announcement, the blockchain company Ripple has opened its first office in Canada. Ripple is one of those crypto companies that, against the backdrop of an increasing crypto winter, increases its staff, rather than reducing it. And given the ongoing lawsuit around the SEC and Ripple, such an event at least hints at firm confidence in its future for the company. His new office in Toronto will serve as the company's key engineering hub. Garlinghouse says there is a lot of talent in the most populous city in the country. Ripple will begin recruiting employees in Toronto, aiming to hire hundreds of blockchain software developers in the long term. Garlinghouse said the company will continue to hire employees, in stark contrast to other major cryptocurrency companies such as Coinbase, which have dramatically reduced their workforce. Ripple has a significant cash balance that will allow the company to survive the ongoing crisis. In his statement, Garlinghouse says that many talented engineers are leaving traditional finance to enter the cryptocurrency space. Toronto Mayor John Tory says Ripple is perfect for the city, praising the company's innovative technologies. The current price of XRP for today you can see yourself on the screens, and the trading volume for 24 hours is $12944366065 US dollars. We are updating our XRP price in US dollars in real time. XRP has dropped 4.8% in the last 24 hours. Do you think XRP will be able to win the court and restore its former price? Write the answers in the comments. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you liked it, then don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel.